Is this thing on?
Is this thing on?
Welcome back to Should I Bother?
Welcome back to Should I Bother, episode 7.
7.
I think. Oh.
You shouldn't have said it if you didn't know.
Yeah.
So unprofessional in the
just went
podcast
for it.
world.
Tell me something about you that I don't know.
Oh, fucking hell. I think I get high blood pressure when I hear people sneeze.
That is a new thing, like.
I honestly, high blood pressure, I don't know if I have high blood pressure or low blood pressure, but that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
That's what I imagine it feels like when I hear people sneeze. Doesn't matter if I know them,
When did
love
this start?
them,
I mean,
hate
like,
them.
you've
about
never mentioned
2
this.
years ago. Maybe longer.
You just started hating people sneeze. What about when you sneeze?
Doesn't matter.
Oh,
Doesn't
that's
bother me.
okay. All right, double standards.
Yeah, for myself. Yeah, just when I hear, I think especially it's scream sneezing and shout
That
sneezing.
is, you're literally directing that at me right now. You little fucker. Like.
No, it's true though. If I'm like out in public and I hear someone sneeze, I actually get stressed out.
But what do you mean stressed out? Like,
I
what?
just feel this like intense stress in my body and I'm like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
This is like you saying, I've got misophonia. You love saying you've got conditions. and
That's a
things like-
real thing, misophonia.
I know, yeah, I know it's a real thing, but like that was just one thing that you said one day, being like, I have misophonia.
I don't think I really have misophonia.
Yeah, that was my thought. so this is what I mean. Like right now, you don't like people sneezing.
So
but
rude. No, that's been a few years. And I didn't want to say that because I knew you'd fucking take it personally like you just did.
well, I know it's targeted.
This is not about you, Gary.
Mm,
It's anybody. Any sneezing.
okay.
Oh.
I'll tell you something about me.
Oh, well.
When I was in junior infants, I used to spend a lot of time. Well, when I was kind of bored, I'd put my my palm on the front of my head, and
Right.
I'd move it in clockwise motion a lot.
What?
And then it was like it would get like kind of like bristly. You know, the hair would get kind of bristly and look really stupid. And I think that's why my hair fell out.
What the fuck?
Yeah, yeah. I would
You
do
just kind of like rub it until
Like,
it
kind of-
started
kind of-
getting
kind
a real
of like-
texture.
yeah, it would all get kind of knotted, and I'd just be bored, and I'd just be rubbing my hair in a clockwise motion. And then
You
I'd be-
balded yourself.
I balded myself from the age
What?
of 4 or 5. Yeah.
You've always been dying to be bald.
No, it's not that. I didn't know the repercussions. And now I live through them. So
Now you live with them.
now I live with them.
That's funny. I didn't know that.
I know. That's why I told you.
Are
Are you not grateful?
Oh,
Are you not grateful for the
what a
fact
good
that?
segue.
Yeah.
What a good
That's
segue
what we're
into
talking
our
today.
topic.
Today we're talking about
Gratitude.
Gratitude. Do you have an attitude of gratitude?
No,
Oh.
not yet anyway.
Well, that's what you're practicing this week.
That's what I'm practicing.
Mm.
So you got the fun of doing the little isolation tank or flotation
the
tank.
fun of it, yeah.
You got the fun of that. And I'm doing something equally as strenuous
And daunting.
and daunting.
Yeah.
I'm practicing gratitude for the week to see how I get on.
Yeah.
And from sitting down and kind of putting some notes together, what I can say is I'm skeptical.
Oh,
That's how I'm starting this off. And I'm actually surprised, but I'm very skeptical.
from doing your research.
No, just anyway, when I just sat down and thought about it, I was just like, I just don't think this is going to change any single thing in my whole life.
Yeah, I have been thinking the exact same.
I don't know if I'm just being negative and maybe that's because I don't practice gratitude.
yeah.
But like,
Well, if there's one thing that I've realized from doing this research is I think I'm a lot more cynical than I realize.
yeah, same. I feel so cynical about this. And I think I was kind of like, why am I so cynical? And I think it's because like Instagram and social media has found gratitude. Like they've figured it out and it's everywhere. And we're kind of oversaturated with gratitude. And it reminds me of that video. Do you know that video of that lad? And it's like someone's going to see the counsellor in school and he's playing the part of the counsellor and it's like, so I heard you're a bit depressed. Do you know what I like to do when I'm depressed? I like to smile.
Yeah.
Have you tried smiling?
What is that guy called again?
I don't know.
Yeah,
That's a good video. I share
we
that
should
video.
Share that, yeah.
That's what it reminds me of. It's like, oh my God, are you really, really depressed and struggling with your mental health? Have you like gone for a walk? You tried to sit outside and get some sun.
Yeah.
Like, it just reminds me of one of those fucking stupid things that's like, ugh, that's not actually going to do anything, so shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah, like...
Jeez, I'm really...
well, I think the same, because
really
I was looking, I took to Twitter for the first time ever. I really need to ask.
Just ever since Elon Musk took it over, you're like,
Yes.
okay, fine.
All right, okay, cool. Tesla's great, so... Yeah, I don't know how Twitter really works.
Okay, good. Let's suss it out on this podcast.
Well, I would love for anyone who's listening that uses Twitter a lot to just tell me, how does it work? Like,
Send
how
a
do you even
voice
get
note.
how do you even get people to respond? Because I wrote to so many people on Twitter about gratitude, and there was a lot of these posts. Like, I actually have an example of one, and this is just like the cynicism is boiling inside me when I'm reading these things. Grateful for life, grateful for our family's health, grateful for having food and a roof over our heads, grateful for freedom, grateful for people that spread the right positive energy and the love of God.
Oh my God,
I
like,
know. So
fucking give me strength.
there's
like, honestly.
so much of that. So
I
was
feel like such a negative bitch
such
right
a negative
now.
Nelly.
Negative Nelly. But
I
like,
know.
fucking hell. And I think that's kind of ruined it. We've just been bombarded with shit like this.
Yeah.
Those kind of inspirational quotes.
Yeah.
And that's kind of ruined it.
Well, that was it. So we'll talk a bit about our research in a minute, and then you're obviously going to practice this
Yeah.
throughout the week, and then see, does it make a difference to your life?
Isn't this really one of those things that made us want to do this podcast?
Yeah, it is. Like these things like gratitude, meditation, 5
Yeah.
a.m. starts, all these kind of things people love shiting on about, saying like, it's changed my life forever.
This is up there.
This is one of those core
This
things.
is those
where we're
things you should do this every day to change your life
Yeah.
and make $1 million.
Yeah. The results will shock you. You'll shit bricks.
The secret that doctors don't want you to know.
And there's one weird old tip.
That's what this feels like to me. And
It
I'm
does,
sorry
yeah.
to anyone listening who swears by gratitude. I really hope I do by the end of this week.
Yeah.
But right now I'm just like, just shut up, will you?
Shut up, everyone. Like, you can't be that sort of happy and grateful for everything. I really feel so cynical about
Yeah.
it. But before we get into our research, let's talk a little bit about our game for the day.
Oh, the game.
We got a game.
You did the game.
I did the game this week.
Yeah.
So the name of this game is Things for Which You Are Grateful or Just Find Damn Right Distasteful.
Oh. Did you come up with
Yeah.
that? You fucking idiot.
Damn right distasteful. So
Oh my God.
I'm going to give you just a couple of like...
That's the stupidest
Well,
thing.
what was your one about the sea? That was also a terrible...
Float your boat.
Float your boat was...
No,
was
you,
kinda
say
good.
that again.
Things for which you were grateful or just find damn right distasteful.
It's just stupid because you don't talk like that.
I know, yeah.
And I love it.
Damn right distasteful.
That's
So
so
I'm going to give you just some words like things, singers, food, whatever. And
Okay.
you need to say whether it's something you're kind of grateful for or that you just find a bit distasteful. And by distasteful, it can be just like, I don't like that.
Don't
It doesn't
like
have
it.
to be like, that's poor taste. You know, you don't need to treat it too literally. So just, it's kind of like things you like or things you don't, but you know, things for which you're grateful or distasteful.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, let's pick it up with a controversial one that you see every now and again. Pineapple on a pizza.
I am so grateful for that.
Me too.
I
love pineapple on a pizza.
And do you know what I love more than the pineapple on a pizza? I love just saying I love pineapple on pizza because some people get really pissed off.
Yeah, they do.
And it's like, why? Why is that something you're standing so firm on that
Yeah.
fact? Like, who gives a fuck? Like,
Yeah, I think some people have just kind of banded together being like, yeah, that is a shit thing. I'm
my
in that
God,
group
no,
as well.
I couldn't. I just like, if you don't, I don't understand how there's so many food pairings that shouldn't go together.
Mm.
And they do.
Well,
and
like
people
what?
say nothing like, I can't think of any.
I had a feeling when you sounded so confident there. Like,
Well, you know, people, like, some people go to McDonald's and dip their chicken nuggets into the McFlurry.
oh, well, do
Shit
you know
like
what?
that.
Funny enough, that's actually the next one that I have. Dipping chips into a drink.
No way.
Grateful or distasteful?
I think that's in very poor taste.
Oh,
That's
very
so
poor taste.
distasteful.
Have you tried it?
I have tried it because Nicole, my sister, used to do it. So I've tried it. Maybe it was chips into McFlurry. I tried
into,
it and
into ice cream.
yeah.
rather
Well, what
than-
did you say?
I was saying just into a drink like Coke or Fanta. or
Oh
whatever.
no, I never tried it into a drink.
Yeah, well, the actual thing that I found was dipping chips into a milkshake, which I think is kind of mixed
Kind of like
McFlurry and a
and a
drink.
drink. Yeah.
I think.
I didn't because I like those two things separately and
Okay.
together. I just don't think they add anything to each other. Maybe that's exactly what someone's saying about pizza and pineapple right now.
Probably. Christmas carolers.
Christmas carolers. I love the idea of that. Love the idea of Christmas carolers.
Do you? Like people calling to your door. Like,
Yeah.
it's around the Christmas holidays. It could be a Saturday and people are calling to your door to sing and look for money.
Yeah, I love that. And I think I only love it because it's never happened.
Oh.
I think, did that happen to you?
Like I lived in an estate.
Shut up. You had Christmas carolers at your door?
Yeah, but like not all the time. But it had happened and it was just a bit like, fuck. Hey, when you're in an estate, everyone calls to your door. You have people that
Yeah.
are like trying to, you have Mormons, you have, people that are trying to switch your religion, people that are trying to get you signed up to charities,
Yeah.
people that are trying to sing at your door and get money off it. And you're like, I just don't want to give you a cent because I don't like your singing.
Never ever experienced it. So I'm going to say I'm grateful for that because I hope one day it happens.
Right. Okay. Mimes. Would you be grateful for a mime? Or do you find it a bit
Honestly, I have no
distasteful?
opinion on mimes. I don't.
You need to form an opinion here.
I need to. I'm going to say grateful. I'm grateful that people that are so introverted, they don't even want to talk to other people, that they have found a way.
Are you sure it's like an
to-
introvert thing? I would have thought
I
it'd be
don't
like
think it's an introvert
an
thing.
extrovert kind of out there entertaining.
Yeah, no, I
mime.
don't think it's an introvert
You
thing.
don't
It's
see a lot of
taking the
mimes.
piss. You know, there's very few mimes nowadays.
There is, yeah.
Honestly,
back in our day
what
now.
happened to all the mimes? Where are they
Yeah.
gone? I feel like they all moved to France. They always look a bit French, don't they?
I think that's
kinda
because they wear
dress
the black and
French.
white and the beret.
Oh yeah, they wear a beret. Yeah,
Well, at least the cartoon versions do.
they do. Yeah,
Not sure if I've seen a mime in real life.
I'm grateful for them because, like, you do you, hon.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If that's their way of expressing themselves, fucking knock yourself out.
Like you always say, keep on miming, keep on vibing. Okay, let's move on.
Where are you coming up with these
Hey,
stupid?
look, you are the one who says it all the time. Nickelback. There's
oh
another
my
one.
God, I'm grateful for
I
Nickelback.
am grateful for Nickelback as well.
Again, another thing that, like, people think it's cool to hate Nickelback. Nickelback are fucking class. They've bangers. What did they do? Something that people turned against them,
Don't know.
or
I
they
don't know.
just
It's
maybe they're a
just-
bit lame.
Did Nickelback get cancelled? Is that?
Maybe
I don't
we
know.
missed that.
We did completely. Marzipan.
Mm.
Marzipan's kind of like an almond type.
Is that the thing that's inside an almond pastry?
Yeah.
I feel like, right, you're not going to believe this. I've eaten so many almond
There's
pastries
so
and
many,
I
yeah.
don't really like the stuff in the middle. And I've just eaten so many.
You've eaten loads of them.
There's been weeks that I've had one every single day. And the part in the middle, I was like, it'd be nice if it kind of wasn't for that. Do you know what I mean?
Why did you just get a normal croissant? Like,
Well, because sometimes you have one and there isn't that much of the gooey middle, and it's kind of just perfect. The amount of like goo to pastry kind of evens out. Sometimes they fucking pile in the shite, and I don't like that, but I still eat it.
I think you've gotten one or two over here, and they've been massive.
They've a massive.
And loads of stuff inside them. I think that kind of
Yeah.
ruined it for you. And then they
It
drizzle all over the top as well. And it's
Yeah, it's so extreme.
it's
like,
a lot, yeah.
But is marzipan made from almonds? Is that why they go together?
I
or
have
vice
no
versa?
idea. I don't know. I really don't
Yeah.
know enough about marzipan. I'm wondering.
I feel
Well, I
like you
should
should
have
have
asked you about that.
researched more.
Well, I was
That's
planning on.
really
I
bad.
was Still along the food lines. Blue cheese.
Oh yeah, so grateful for that. Bit
Really?
of Cashel Blue.
Cashel blue. That's what I was thinking.
Blue cheese with grapes. Do you know what blue cheese goes really nice with? Is pear.
Yeah.
Do you ever get like a blue cheese and pear salad?
Yeah. Okay, so fan of that.
Yeah, massive fan of that.
Anime.
I'm sorry about that. It's so distasteful.
Why do you think that?
I just never got into it. And it's weird because like I was obsessed with Pokemon, which is close. Is that anime?
I'm not sure. I never know the
Kind
difference
of looks
between anime
similar to
and
anime.
manga. They're kind of similar, I think.
Yeah, oh my god.
Yeah, I loved Pokemon as well. But then that's
Love.
like a
I heard you love Digimon. Come
No,
on.
don't
You're
you
such a Digimon
don't
head.
you fucking dare. Such a Digimon. I was a Yu-Gi-Oh man.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no. I don't understand the appeal. And it's not that I don't like cartoons, because like I'd watch like Rick and Morty or something like that, or Bob's Burgers.
Oh yeah.
Perfect. So it's not about the cartoon aspect. It's
It's
just
just anime.
there's always so much sound effects and stuff that I don't understand.
Yeah,
or don't
Japanese
like.
cartoons are just different, aren't they? Kind of like
Yeah.
Japanese game shows, completely different.
Yeah, just wild.
Yeah.
But some people really, it feels like when people like it, they love it and they get obsessed with it.
Well, here's a surprise.
Oh,
I was actually chatting to your dad out playing golf one day, and he said, "Do you know what? I've gotten massively into anime."
shut the fuck
Yeah, he buys anime magazines. He's
up.
he's actually
are
training
so
to draw
full
anime.
of shit.
He's actually an anime
For a
artist
second
these
there,
days.
I believed you, and I
Can't
was
believe
like,
you'd fucking
what?
believe that. Like, let's move on.
I can't believe you would slander my dad like that.
Yeah.
He's gonna be raging.
On public radio,
Yeah.
Gangnam Style.
Oh my God, there's times
I've
I've been grateful for it, but
Mm.
now I just think it's had its moment. Now it's just in poor taste. If I like, you often see people out in the street doing the Gangnam Style move. No, you don't. You don't. But if I ever do on a
Yeah.
night out, like or something, I can imagine being in Coppers right now, and they will play that, and everyone does the dance, and I would do the dance
you
as
would
well.
be all
Don't
over
get me
that.
wrong,
Yeah,
But I just also think there is no need. Don't
Mm.
force us to do that, Coppers.
do you know what I love? How at the start of this I said, and don't take distasteful too seriously, and just think, oh, it's in poor taste. And the whole way down when you've said distasteful, you've been like, I think that's really poor taste. And latched
Yeah, but
onto it
that's
so
more
much.
fun to say because
It
I
is,
never
yeah.
ever say that in my real
No,
life.
that is something we should in my real life. This is just our fake imaginary life. Yeah.
IRL. I never say it IRL.
We should start saying IRL and poor taste a lot more.
I know.
Yeah.
What have we been doing?
That was a game. Thanks
Was
for
there any
playing.
there that I thought were in poor taste that you were grateful for? Or do you just agree with everything I say?
Okay, so when I asked earlier, tell me something that you don't know about. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say was from an early age, for probably about 5 till 10, about 5 years of my life, every day I trained to be a mime.
I knew this was going to be a lie.
Did
I
you?
knew that was going to be a fucking lie.
Yeah.
When you started talking there, I was like,
How?
what he's going to say is just not fucking true.
No, that's not true. No, I can't say
Stop.
I'm really grateful for mimes. I can't remember what you really said you found in
You
poor
don't
taste.
listen to me, no.
Not really. I mean, anime. I kind of agree with you on most of them. Marzipan, not really gone on. Christmas carolers, yeah. Actually, you said you're grateful, and I'm not grateful.
Ungrateful little
Anime, don't really have an opinion for it. I suppose there's probably
No.
some good things that come out of anime that I just haven't seen.
Mm.
Yu-Gi-Oh! I think I did like Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was younger.
And Digimon.
Not Digimon. Fuck off.
You remind me so much of Ash Ketchum.
You remind me so much of Misty's arse. No, Brock's arse. Yeah.
Brock's arse.
Yeah. Thanks for playing things for which you were grateful, or just find damn right distasteful.
Nice.
Do you want to start with your research, or will I start with mine?
I'll start with mine. Gratitude.
Gratitude.
An attitude of gratitude. What is gratitude like? What is it? That was the first thing I was thinking of.
That's what you Googled.
Yeah, because I was just like, I kind of know what it is, but what is it? It's an expression of appreciation for what you have.
Okay.
You probably knew that already.
Yeah. Maybe.
But so much of our time and energy is spent looking for what we don't have and being like, you got to manifest this amazing life and you got to do this and you got to do that, and you're kind of planning for the future. But gratitude is being like, I have everything I need right now, here in the moment. Easier said than done. Much easier. Obviously, depending on your circumstances as well. Much easier said than done. But whenever I looked into why practice gratitude, the first thing that I really noticed is it is a practice. It's not just like you can just do it one day and you're grand, like, and that's it, everything's
like
better.
meditation.
Yeah, it's literally a practice.
Yeah.
But it sounds like you can legit rewire your brain. You can actually change your brain. They can actually see it in an MRI. And that, I'm still skeptical about it, even after reading that, but like, that's unreal that there is something that can actually do that. It improves physical health and mental health. it boosts people's immune system. People sleep better. This is probably touching on your research as well. I can tell by your face. This is what I was going to say.
I've got this all written down as well.
But another thing is it improves your health in the way that people that are grateful are actually more likely to look after their health then, because it's not just that you're like, I'm grateful for my health. You're kind of like, oh, I'm really happy that I'm healthy, that I'm able to exercise and I'm able to enjoy this nice food or whatever. So you're actually more likely to look after yourself. And so it kind of has a double knock-on effect. The actual gratitude and then your actions based on the gratitude.
Yeah, and not to cut over you, but I will. but I will. The whole doubling up, like, it has a double effect. One thing that I saw come up as well was that it's different than some other practices where you practice a lot of things and you feel a load of benefits initially and then that kind of trails off. Whereas it kind of feels like the more you do gratitude, it just keeps getting more. The benefits become more and more and more over time. Yeah,
that's unreal. Like,
so I thought that was kind of weird.
I know you might have some of this as well, but don't care. I get to say it first, so you can pretend you had it written down as well if you want.
Yeah, okay, I will.
One thing that I really liked that Oprah said was, when you spend time practicing gratitude and writing it down, then you go through your day looking for it. You go through your day looking for things to be grateful for. Yeah. You know, like if you know at the end of the day you're going to be writing your gratitude list or whatever tomorrow morning, you're kind of looking for things to include, you know? So
that's interesting.
It actually makes you more open to good things in your day, or like a good thing might happen and you might be like, good thing happened, at least a bad thing didn't happen. But someone who's practiced gratitude might be like, oh my God, I'm actually really grateful for that. And it stops you in your tracks and you appreciate it happening. So I really like that outlook on it. I saw one thing that, because obviously it's one thing that if people who are grand start practicing gratitude, right? And it's like they're grand and now they're just more grand. But like, what about people who are actually have really bad mental health or in a really bad situation? You have that one as well, have you?
Yeah, well, there's one article that I'm going to share on our blog, which I thought was really good because it's how gratitude changes you and your brain. And that was a study of, I think, like 300 students that were going to do. Did you read that one as well? We're going to do counselling.
Isn't that so good?
Brilliant, yeah. So I thought that was class. But because I think when I was doing a lot of research as well, you find loads of people that are saying gratitude's the best, and I don't want personal opinions. I want, I want to see what's the science behind this. Like, is there actually benefit or whatever? But anyway.
So with that study, it's 300 students that had applied to do counselling on campus in college, and they started this study before they started their first session in counselling. So some people were like actively expressing gratitude themselves and writing like gratitude letters to others. Some were kind of focusing more on negative things and how it made them feel, and the control group then were doing nothing. And there was like a marked improvement in the people that were expressing gratitude and practicing gratitude.
It was good, like, because I really, of all the articles I read, that was probably the best one.
Yeah, it was, because it was actually people that were struggling and they were able to really see a difference. And even months after, they did like brain scans and gave them MRIs, and they could see that the parts of their brain that is associated with like decision making and things like that part was way more active and like had grown basically from practicing gratitude. So it's like, fucking hell. Yeah, so I'm convincing myself here I'm not a skeptic anymore.
Like fucking 15 minutes ago you were the biggest cynic around, like.
Yeah, fuck's sake.
Yeah, but I really liked that article. I thought that was great. One thing that was part of that article as well, which made me think about this test we're kind of doing, but they were talking about how it takes time. You know, and like I think it said that different groups in their studies didn't differ in mental health levels 1 week after the end of the first one. Like sort of 1 week in, which is kind of what we're doing, but it's more so after like 4 weeks to even 12 weeks. So it's like, again, like we were saying, the more you do it, the better.
The more, the better. So but maybe we can do a check-in if I keep going with it. We can do a check-in in a few weeks and just see what the crack is.
Yeah, and I was kind of thinking, Jesus, I should probably be doing this as well.
I
Like, this
know,
was all
yeah.
kind of convincing me. But
Well, let me see how it goes first, and I'll tell you.
Okay.
If I go to shite.
a couple of things that I found that maybe you haven't mentioned yet, but
Yeah.
gratitude helps overcome something called hedonic adaptation.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
And
what that
that's
is.
kind of like when you have repeated exposure to the same kind of stimulus, you tend to experience less of the emotion. So let's say you might get loads of satisfaction out of having sugar,
Yeah.
but after a certain point, that satisfaction doesn't keep increasing. Or it
I
could be a
hate when
case.
that happens.
I know, me too.
I hate when you're like, oh, like the other day I realised I loved sitting in the pool listening to podcasts, and I was like, oh my God, this is so good. And I've done it a few times, and I'm like, this shit now. Not that it's shit, but it's like, this is just normal now.
Yeah. You just get
hate
used to
that.
things. Yeah. But this gratitude is one of the most powerful tools to fight that,
Oh,
apparently.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
now I'm more interested.
They were just doing studies about people that were grateful, and it just keeps you, like, hedonic adaptation is there apparently to keep you motivated to achieve bigger things all the time.
Okay.
So you just kind of, you don't just
You're
settle.
always looking for something else.
Exactly. Yeah. Whereas they did like studies of people that do gratitude, and that was a lot lesser because they were just kind of grateful for everything and happy with everything. So
Ah.
rather than just sort of saying, oh, I'm used to this, they're kind of like, oh, this is brilliant.
Oh my God, I'd love that because I fall into that trap constantly.
So that was one thing. Another thing was talking about cognitive bias, just how kind of, you may have memories about certain things, but they weren't, like, your brain kind of changes what the memories were to either think they were more negative or more positive or longer or shorter or whatever.
Yeah.
And gratitude just it brings the positive memories more so to the forefront of your mind, and can maybe even make the negative memories a little bit less negative and more positive.
Love that.
So it can transform some of your neutral or even negative memories into positive ones. The other studies, well, there's a load of scientific studies, which is great. But
yeah, loads.
I took to Twitter.
Here we go.
I must have wrote to about 20 people. One person got back to me.
Oh,
I know.
no. That
Now,
makes me
in fairness, I did take the piss a little bit with some of them, but then I was like, right, I'm going to have to be serious here. If
Yeah,
I
but
want
you
these
just
people
set
to
up the
respond.
Twitter, didn't you? Like, people
Just
are
set up.
probably like,
They're probably seeing like no followers, not following anyone. So they're like,
yeah.
fuck this
They
person.
probably think it's like a fake thing or something.
Yeah. So there was a woman, Nifty Phoebe.
Nifty Phoebe.
She had a post saying, what are you grateful for today? What are you grateful for 6 months from now? The way you're speaking to yourself matters. Practice daily gratitude and call in the things you desire into your life.
Oh my God.
Words are spells. Use your magic. Okay. I was like, okay, let's write to this woman. So I said to her, do you practice gratitude every day? Is it worth the consistent effort? Aloha mora. Right? I wanted to put in a magic word there. So she actually responded. I was surprised because I was like, no one's going to talk to me here. And she just said it's definitely worth the effort. So
Yeah.
I didn't get anything.
Use your spells.
Use your spells, yeah. So that I got nothing from it, really.
Okay.
So for anyone that is an avid Twitter user, fucking talk to me here, because I have no idea how this works. So I didn't really get much out of that. A lot of the same studies as you. The one question that I did have is, I saw there's like a lot of different ways to practice gratitude.
Yeah. I have that next to talk about.
Okay, because let's talk about that, because I was on a website, ivyivers.com, how gratitude changes your life, and that was kind of like a lot of the stuff we talked about, but then some of those kind of sickening things that make you really cynical about, be gratitude about the gift of life.
Be gratitude.
How amazing is running water, and oh my God, we've access to information via our smartphone. Do you ever take a moment and just say, wow, how amazing is it that I am a human? And I was like, fucking okay,
Yeah,
I get
that
it.
puts me off.
Me
That
too.
pushes me in the other direction completely.
exactly.
As much as it shouldn't.
I know.
And I feel like I'm not a very evolved human if I'm thinking that. But like,
No, you're Neanderthal over there.
I know.
So she was saying a
sorry,
couple
go
of
on.
different ways to practice. Journal, that seems to be the big one. Gratitude journal. Gratitude letters. So writing
Yeah.
a letter of thanks
to
someone else. Saying thank you to your meal, which I thought was a weird
To
one.
your meal, to
Yeah,
the food
To
itself.
the food itself. Yeah.
Okay.
You could say thank you to me more, because I usually cook. Compliment other people. And celebrate the moment. So it's just like take 10 to 15 minutes a day to admire the beauty of nature, the things around you. So it's like, bleh.
Yeah.
But the gratitude journal or letters seems to be the big thing.
Yeah. Well, what I found and what I've decided to do is the 10-10-10 worksheet.
Like, does Ben 10 have anything to do with this?
10-10, Ben 10. Ben 10 has nothing to do with it, unfortunately.
Damn it.
Unless you're grateful for Ben 10, and then
I
you
suppose.
could bring him into it.
Never
like.
watched them, but
But so you write out the numbers 1 to 10 3 times.
okay.
And then you cast a spell. No, you don't.
Use your words. Your words are spells.
So you write out the numbers 1 to 10 3 times. The first 10 is desires / wishes. I was supposed to say slash in real life. Desires or wishes.
I think it's slash, yeah, is it?
No, I know the word is slash, but like, are you supposed to say that, or is that just a written thing? I don't know. Anyway, the second 10 is what you're grateful for. So that's the gratitude. Like every time I say gratitude, I keep wanting to say the Beatitudes.
Why?
Remember the Beatitudes?
No, what are they?
I think they're in the Bible. And then the last 10 is what you love to do.
So what was the middle 10? I missed it there.
What you're grateful for.
So the first 10 desires and wishes.
Yeah, then what you're grateful for, then what you love to do. So I think the idea is like the idea around it is kind of like desires and wishes. So you put down what you really want. Then you put down
is that kind of like affirmations kind of thing.
Kind of. But I think
Okay.
then you put down what you're grateful for, and I suppose you kind of see it kind of balances it a little bit, you know. You kind of are saying like, oh, I want all these things, that's what I wish for, and then you're grateful and you're like, but I actually have a lot.
Oh.
And then what you love to do is kind of another type of gratitude, because you're just listing out things that you like to do. So it's nice to just take a minute to list them out. So that's the 10-10-10 approach.
Now, practically,
Yeah.
do you need to write out 30 things every day?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Like,
That's not that much, I don't think.
what? 30 things every day? Like, anytime I've tried to do gratitude or whatever, I think it's 3 things. And I'm like, well, I kind of said 2 of those things yesterday. You know, maybe I'm just
That's
not
okay.
grateful for anything.
Yeah, but sure, no one's checking your work to see,
I
you're writing the
know,
same
but
thing as
it's
yesterday.
just like 30 things. Like, there's a book about habits. Can't remember. You were actually
Atomic
listening to it.
Habits.
Atomic Habits. Yeah. He's such a boring voice. But
Someone's probably saying that about you right now.
probably.
No, never.
In his book, he's kind of saying if you want to develop a habit, you need to make it like really simple. So
Yeah.
if you want to keep going to the gym, like put your clothes out the night before and have them right beside
Mm.
the bed and make it really, really simple. So if it's like, oh, I want to do this every day, and I've got to write out 30 things now. every
I
single day.
actually didn't look at it that way at all.
No.
I just thought, grand, 10-10-10.
Okay. I'm just thinking if you
Yeah, now
do it
maybe I'll
long term.
start doing it, and
might
I'd be
start,
like,
even
for
if you
fuck's
did like
sake,
3-3-3, that'd be fucking
that'd
loads.
be good. If I just did one, bring it back to one.
Bring it back to one.
Okay, I'll
Yeah,
do
yeah,
one
yeah.
thing. No, I'm going to do the 10-10-10. I don't know why 10-10-10. I probably should have researched that.
Mm.
But I did. I googled like hashtag gratitude on TikTok, and that's what kept coming up. Like all these like
Really?
aesthetic videos of like morning routines and like
Yeah.
the 10-10-10 worksheet. I keep wanting to say Ben 10, do you?
Yeah.
It's like a tick.
Yeah, it is.
Ben 10, Ben 10, Ben 10.
10.
So that's where I got it. I don't know why that you do it.
I've never
But
heard of it, but I'm not.
that's what I'm going to try for the week.
Okay. You've already done a few days.
I've already done a few days, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well,
So-
we'll talk about that in the next part
Yeah,
of the show.
yeah. Already done a few days, and I'm still cynical now. No. I've already done a few days, but I haven't done the 10-10-10 worksheet.
Okay.
I just kind of was doing it randomly, being like, meh. So I was looking for a bit more structure around it, and now I have that.
Okay, cool.
That's it.
Well, I think that's loads. That's fucking loads of research.
That's fucking
Jesus, we're all
loads,
researched
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Okay, well, next
Yeah.
time you hear from us,
I hope to be a changed woman.
I think you should be way more grateful for the fact that you get to do this with me.
Oh my God. Let's take a moment to
Let's
say,
take a moment to
say what you're grateful for right now.
how amazing is running water. What about smartphones? I mean, aren't they amazing?
Smartphones, am I right?
Wake up and smell the roses, Stephanie. Yeah, but maybe we'll talk about that in the next part. Because right now I'm
Okay.
feeling cynical and hungry. I'd be grateful to have a load
Yeah.
of meals here in front of me.
Oh
more
my God,
than
load
one.
of saucies.
Oh yeah, sausages and mash.
Yeah, bangers and mash. Great, so grateful for that.
I am massively grateful for
Yeah,
that. That
yeah.
is fucking death row meal, isn't it?
It actually is, with Bisto gravy on top.
Yeah, I'd probably rather like a homemade onion gravy.
No, then it just tastes like onions. which is grand,
the-
but like you want to let the sassy shine. Let's start the show.
Let the sassy shine. We're gonna get you a T-shirt with that printed on it, like.
I would fucking love that.
Okay, right. Let's leave it
Okay,
there.
I'm off to go
and
be grateful.
We'll chat to you soon.
Bye.
So
we're back. It's the future now.
it's the future. Tell me, are you more grateful for life?
Oh, fuck.
What?
I am.
Are you?
No, I actually am.
Is that just how you're feeling now, or do you think it's because
No.
of what you were doing?
No, I genuinely, it works.
Are you sure?
I'm honestly serious. And I'm kind of raging because I was so cynical and I was just like so against it. And now I'm just like, oh, I think it might actually work though.
Why is that a bad thing?
I don't know. I suppose I've been proven wrong. I proved myself wrong in a positive way, but it's never nice to be wrong.
So tell me, you were doing it every day. Now I know you didn't do it one of those days.
Yeah, you know, I
I've been
didn't do it
keeping
one of those
tabs.
days. But I started just doing it, writing it down, gratitude, the usual. But then I discovered the 10-10-10, the Ben 10 rule, as we
Ben 10 rule,
mentioned.
yeah.
And I did the Ben
Hang
10
on,
rule
no, you
every other
started.
day.
What did you start doing?
Just like kind of listing out a few things randomly, like
Okay,
with no
right,
structure.
yeah.
Then the Ben 10 rule came into play.
Okay.
And that's when everything changed.
What do you mean? That's when everything.
That's
changed?
Everything changed. And every day when I sat down to do it, I felt better after.
Okay.
And I'm not just saying that. So with the 10-10-10 thing, obviously, everyone listening just heard the other part of the episode, so we just explained it. Do you remember it? Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think I am? Like, you only
I
said
don't
it a few
know.
days ago. Like.
It's a while ago now because I was practicing for ages, remember?
Yeah. Well, you were practicing for a week.
Yeah. But I was practicing gratitude for more than a week, but the 10-10-10 was a week.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So the concerns that I had.
Right.
Concern number one, the 10-10-10 method. Is that the reason why you think you missed the day?
Yeah.
Because it's like such a low
100%. And when you said it, I was like, no, it's grand. And then the day I missed it, I was like, well, I don't have fucking half an hour to stone now.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's actually quite long, so it's not really doable if you're busy.
Right, which you are.
Which I'm very busy,
Oh my
as you know,
God,
I'm very
I've never
busy,
seen someone
very
as
busy
busy.
girl. Yeah, that's the only problem. It takes a bit of time, but like because you start off with the 10 things that like your kind of hopes and dreams, basically, right? And that's kind of fun. That's kind of a nice thing because it's just like, I hope I have loads of dogs. I hope I have this. I hope I have that. And like that's just nice. And like to dream.
What was this and what was that? What else did you hope?
Well, like dogs. Dogs featured every day. I wrote dogs every day. And I wrote like a dog, maybe 2, maybe 3, lol.
Did you write
yeah,
lol?
Yeah. So yeah, it was dogs most times.
Right.
Food.
So what was your hope? I have food.
Family, friends. No, I just like I hope that I get to have nice food today or something like that. I know it's so basic.
But that's
and lame.
okay. I think that the thing was as well, it doesn't have to be something that's like extra special or whatever. It can just be normal things.
Yeah, and these are the hopes and dreams part. And like, yeah, dog was always first. Then just like, I hope my family and friends are all happy and okay, and hope we get to travel more. Hope we get to do all these things. Then I'd be kind of that'd get me kind of happy, like, and excited, being like, oh, and these are all nice things, and like, I think I could have them. Do you know that kind of way? It's like, I think that could happen. Then the next part was the actual gratitude part, and like, that was the best part of it all.
Right.
Because I think I can get into a negative mindset. I mean, like, things are grand, but like, what can go wrong now?
Yeah.
And then I mightn't let myself enjoy the moment that I'm in because I'm kind of worrying about the future and everything. Whereas with the gratitude, you're like, oh, things are just grand. It really, like, I would say I spend 99% of my life not living in the moment. Do you know, like thinking ahead or thinking behind? No, not thinking behind.
Thinking behind that.
Thinking in the past or whatever. Do you know? But like when you're doing this, it brings you into the moment. Like, I feel like I'm talking shit. Like, I feel like I sound really annoying, but I actually genuinely mean it.
Okay.
Like, it actually makes you feel really present, which sounds fucking lame, but it
No,
is.
but again, I know what you mean. This is the issue that I think this is where the cynicism comes from as well, where it's like, oh, things aren't as good as you're making it out to be, you know.
Yeah,
And then even when you
yeah.
kind of hear yourself doing it, you're like, oh, are they?
Yeah. And now I will say, like, obviously, maybe in the morning that would take me like 30 minutes or something,
Oh,
right?
Jesus, right, okay.
No, because I do a little bit of journaling as well, so like it's all together. And for that time, I'd feel much better. Did it impact the rest of my day? I don't know.
Yeah, that was my next question.
I don't know. I didn't. There was once or twice that I was like, oh, that's something that I can add to my list tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of way.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, maybe it would be the accumulative effect there, that you need to do that for a long amount of time to really feel it. Like, in the moment, it would shift my mood towards like feeling a little bit less worried, a bit more present, whatever. But then I kind of just go on with my day and go on with my life.
And like, would you stop at any point during the day and be like, oh yeah, I'm actually grateful for this? Did it have an effect for you to? Because one of the things you were saying, the research is people that practice gratitude more so look for moments of gratitude than the other day. Did you look for moments of gratitude?
I didn't really actively look for them, but there was a couple of times that there was something nice, and I was like, I'll put that on my list tomorrow. So that I did notice in the moment, like, oh, that's something to be grateful for. I suppose that felt nice. I didn't particularly feel that changed my mood or anything.
Okay.
It was more so in the morning, but I would say if you're doing it over a long period of time, then during the day you'd start to notice more and more.
Yeah.
You know?
So that was my second concern.
Wow.
Was all of the research was saying, oh, you know, after 4 to 12 weeks we noticed whatever.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And I thought, are we going to sit down here and you'll say, do you know what, it didn't make any difference, so this whole thing is just inconclusive?
No, but it for me, and maybe this is all it does. Maybe it is more so just an in the moment thing. I don't know, but that's what it was for me. But you're sitting down, like it's like the meditation thing. It's like you're doing something nice for yourself, you know, so you feel like you're looking after yourself.
Yeah.
You've written down 30 things that are all going to be positive. Really, do you know that kind of way? Like, you're not going to have hopes and dreams for negative things. You're not going to be grateful for negative things. Maybe, I don't know. And then the last 10 is what you like to do.
Oh,
that was the third 10.
But did you not get? What did you write on that?
Drink fucking iced teas like I'm drinking now with your class. Watch The Office. Go to CrossFit. Do all these things, like lie in bed. That was another one of them. Eat nice food. A lot of it revolved around food.
That's fair, like.
Yeah, but things like that. So,
did you ever specify what types of food, or did you just say eat nice food?
No, I said food. I just said random food.
All right.
Sorry, you're dying to make me say like I was eating sausages.
No, eating sausages. No, I'm just I don't know. I'm just looking for. I think
just trying to make conversation as well.
I'm just trying to have a chat, that's all. I think I'm just looking for I think I get bored writing the same things every day. You know, I found that in the past, because I've never done gratitude consistently. It's just one of those things that you hear that people are like, oh, you should be grateful for blah blah blah, before we did any of this fucking research that says life is way better when you do it. But yeah, I think I get sick of just not thinking of something different every day and get frustrated then. I
felt that creeping in a bit at the end. I did, because at the end today, I did, because I was kind of like, oh, that's basically just what I wrote yesterday.
Yeah.
But like maybe that's part of it, to just like continuously write them, to keep reminding yourself.
Yeah.
That the things that you have that are good, you know, because like you're not going to come up with 30 different things every day, no matter what. Like,
do you think you're going to continue doing this?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to continue doing the Ben 10 method?
I don't know. I feel like the Ben 10 method is like a maybe twice a week thing.
Okay. Maybe like, even once a week thing.
Maybe once a week. Maybe it's just if you set aside a good bit of time in the morning. But like, I don't think it's feasible to do it every single day. But maybe that just shows how much I need to do it every day. Do you know what I mean?
No.
No. I don't really know what I mean.
You said it so convincingly, like, do you know what I mean? I was like,
No, me
I
neither.
don't know what you mean.
Oh, forget it.
No, but maybe that's why you need it more, because
Yeah, it's like, do you know the people that are too busy to meditate are probably the people that need it most. You know
okay,
that?
yeah,
It's kind of like, oh my God, if you can't take half an hour in the morning to do something nice for yourself, then you need to more than anybody.
yeah, okay.
I think it's kind of like that.
Oh, so
But
wise.
yeah, I know. But I 100% want to keep it up, but I need to find maybe a better way.
All right, how do you mean? What would
I
be?
don't know, like maybe I'll just do 5, 5 and 5.
Or 3, 3 and 3.
3, 3 and 3 like you mentioned, yeah. Maybe I
Mm.
just keep it shorter. But I was so cynical about it that I think the first few days I kind of didn't let myself feel better doing it. Do you know that kind of way? I kind of I didn't let myself fully get into it.
So what was the moment then that you realised that?
I was just like, what's the point in being negative about this? Like, why not just see, does it work?
No, but like, what was the cynicism being like, this isn't going to work?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just was like, this is just another one of those fucking stupid things.
Yeah.
But I was just like, okay, what if it is like, just try it, like, you'll know either way then.
Yeah.
And then it just opened my mind to the endless possibilities of gratitude.
Wow.
And now I have an attitude for gratitude.
Nice.
Oh, is it of gratitude?
I don't know. Attitude of gratitude. I don't know.
Yeah.
The other thing I realised when I was listening to the first half of this, just doing a bit of editing, was that damn right distasteful is not correct. Nobody says damn right distasteful. Nobody really says damn right distasteful.
I would say damn right.
It should have been downright distasteful.
I would have never.
Stupid, Gary.
Stupid.
So stupid.
I would have never picked up on that.
Ah,
I don't think anybody else would.
yeah. Well, nobody says you've an eye for detail.
You just
Everyone
called
says-
yourself out there.
Everyone says you've a gammy eye.
I do actually have a gammy eye.
You do, yeah, it's hilarious.
I really have a gammy eye.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say it was a very positive experience.
Okay.
It was better than I thought it was going to be. I don't know how else to explain it really, because I don't want to go into too much more detail. No, I don't want to.
What? Why? You're so
It's
secretive.
private. No, not that I don't want to. I just kind of felt like that would be boring. Like, I'm not going to list out my.
yeah.
I'm not going to read out my lists of 30 fucking things.
I had a good experience, but I really don't want to share
I
it.
don't want to talk about it. No, it's not that I don't want to talk about it. I'm just like, who cares about that? But you featured on the list.
Oh,
I know. Yeah.
just my name or what?
Yeah, I'm grateful for Gary.
That was it. Just
Yeah,
Gary.
yeah.
With 2 R's or 1.
Oh God, too.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
hate
like,
that.
Gary's finally not being a little bitch anymore today.
Oh God, you're gonna get your comeuppance one of these days.
You know the way I mentioned Brené Brown in the first part as well, didn't I?
Brené Brown.
Brené Brown. Brené
Probably, but
yeah. Who's Brené Brown?
Brené Brown.
Brené Brown. I think I mentioned her. Maybe I didn't.
I don't think so.
Okay, so I just had it in my head.
Okay.
She talks a lot about
Who is she?
gratitude and everything. She's like a sociologist.
Okay.
And like she has all these books about being brave, and she always talks about vulnerability and how that's the key to happiness, to be more vulnerable,
Okay.
or the key to like a fulfilled life, let's say. She was talking about, in a video about her kind of talking about gratitude, she said some people don't lean into joy when it's there, right? So, and this is what I was talking about not really being in the moment. So just say it's a nice moment, like you're looking at someone you love or whatever, and you're just like, ah, and then your brain instantly goes to the thing like, oh my God, but what if they die or something awful happens or something.
What are you talking
Does that
about?
happen to you?
No. What are you talking about?
And it's not just me, because she talks about this when she's talking to Oprah.
So hang on now. So she's saying,
The example she uses is like when you're standing over your child and looking at them, and then you're like, nah, and then your brain goes like, but something terrible could happen. No? No?
Maybe not all the time. Like
I was just like, yeah, I don't even have a child. And I was like, oh my God, Brene, yeah, I relate. But anyway, she was saying this is like a coping mechanism, right? To preempt pain. I'm probably not going to explain this properly, but it's kind of like if you get ahead of the pain, then it's not going to be as bad if it actually happens, right? That's kind of your brain's logic around this.
Yeah.
So you don't fully lean into the good moments because you're like, well, something bad could happen. And if you think about it and preempt it, then you're not going to feel as bad if it does happen because you already knew it was coming. But she said, all that you're doing there is you're experiencing pain twice. Oh. When you're thinking about if it happens and if it does happen, you're just experiencing it twice. Do you know what I mean? No, you don't.
No, I do know what you mean, but what I'm struggling with here is like, how does that relate back to what you're talking about with your experience?
So it doesn't really, I suppose. It's just a reminder as to why you do gratitude. So this probably should have been in the first section with the research.
That's what I'm thinking.
I was wondering why you were so confused.
Because every day
we were supposed to be talking about my experience. I just went off on a tangent.
Like, so back to our research. So like the big question, are you gonna is this something you should bother doing?
Should I bother? Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna say definitely bother. Look, the cumulative effect remains to be seen.
Right.
I'm gonna keep it up and see how I get on.
How long have you done it now? 2 weeks?
Yeah, almost 2 weeks.
Almost 2 weeks. So 2 weeks from now, let's say like at the end of the first week of June.
Yeah, let's do a month.
Yeah, let's do a month and see.
And I'll do a little check-in on the pod.
Check-in and see, yeah.
Yeah, but like, hopefully that'll come, the build-up of doing a good bit.
I thought you meant hopefully the first week of June comes.
That too.
Jeez, hopefully now.
That too.
We're alive that long.
That too, fucking hell.
Yeah.
But, Jesus, touch wood. Don't be saying things like that now.
Right.
Inviting that in. See, this what Brene was talking about. Brene.
I don't know.
Brene.
I don't know. Brene.
Brene.
Brene doesn't sound right. It sounds like a stupid name.
You're a stupid name. Well, yeah, I would say 100% do it just to put yourself in a bit of a nicer mood. I don't know about the MRIs, all those things.
Yeah.
But just if you want to feel like in a little bit of a better mood, just try it. Like, no harm can come from it, really.
Yeah. It's just, it can, maybe, would you be able to share
my list?
We'll be able to share. Well, actually, yeah, let's share your public list. Let's make your list public. Now, share where you found this 10-10-10 method.
TikTok.
Was it TikTok?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, share your favorite TikTok that covers what it is.
Okay.
What was that face you just did?
I was just kind of kissing the mic.
Why?
I was hoping that if I kissed this, you would get a kiss from your mic.
No, virtually. Okay, cool.
Do you feel like practicing gratitude after listening to my really good notes?
I felt like practicing gratitude after the research.
And you don't anymore now.
Now I'm gone off it. Now I'd just be grateful if you shut up. Yeah, like I think I will. I think I will practice it. It sounds good. I don't know if I do the 10-10-10. That I maybe I try it once or twice. I don't know. But
you'd be more kind of
myself.
plain and simple. Just write down a few things.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're a simpleton, like.
Oh, got it.
Sorry, I thought that was clear.
That was implied. Well, see, look, simpleton would never get it the first time.
True. True that.
Okay, cool. Well, I think that kind of wraps up this week's episode.
Yeah, I'm grateful that we could have this conversation.
Are you going to write #grateful on your Instagram post?
Oh my God, yeah. Grateful and blessed.
I don't think we've picked what we're doing next because it really depends on where we are. We were thinking of doing surfing next.
No, we can't though.
Why?
We'll be in Singapore, which doesn't have a sea.
Yeah, it does.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We probably won't do surfing next. We'll probably do surfing in a week or two.
Yeah.
It's going to have to be something.
Next up, Gary, I've just decided right now you're going to be delighted.
Go on.
Bridgerton.
Oh, that's the one I wanted to put off. Someone did say it's the quote unquote best show on Netflix.
No.
Well, it's.
Do you want to disappoint
that one person?
That one person who wrote it in.
It's completely subjective. I know a lot of people like it.
Do you think I set up a fake Instagram account to write that into the show to say Bridgerton? I suggest you watch Bridgerton.
Yeah,
It
it
was
came in
me
from an
all
account
along.
called Sally Noggins. So that could have been your handiwork.
Oh, sounds like me, all right.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you very much. Bye.